칼리오스네요 결국.
네.
예. 오늘 뭐 디바면 디바, 뭐 자리하면 자리야. 아니, 카운트다운컵 들어와서 승리할 때 보면 칼리오스가 그 중심을 너무 단단하게 잘 지켜준단 말이죠.
그러니까 워싱턴이 지금 되게 메타 해석을 칼리오스 중심으로 잘 풀어나가고 있거든요.
맞아요.
솜트를 통해서도 상대편과 스킬 구성, 스킬 교환을 칼리오스 몰아주기 좋게 만들어주고 디바 할 때도 마찬가지고요.
쓰레기촌이 진짜 장관이었었죠.
네.
예, 칼리오스가 거기서 해줬던 역할들이 정말 컸습니다.
지원가들 포지션도 그렇고 종일 이 안정감을 좀 유지하는 방향으로 준비를 해왔던 것 같은데
네.
오늘도 그쪽이 좀 무너지지 않으면서 균열이 쉽게 나오지 않았었죠.
자리아 스탯 나오겠네요. 칼리오스의 자리아 스탯이 나오고 있습니다.
평균 41%.
와우.
Kalios, born in 1998, is a Korean player who's currently part of the Boston Uprising. He's a tank who primarily plays Diva, Zarya, and started his professional career in 2016, right as Overwatch released. Fast forward 8 years, Kalios is still a star veteran player in Overwatch 2. Naturally, with the length of his professional career, he's accrued an extensive history. With WNV as a start in 2016, Kalios proceeded to join one of the hottest teams in Korea at the time, Runaway, where he started gaining spotlight from the Korean fans. After the start of the Overwatch League, he hopped between 4 contenders and 4 Overwatch League teams, accruing a total of $52,000 in prize money. So for a veteran player like Kalios, what does he consider his best game? For starters, he chose his game against the Toronto Defiant in the first half of this season's Overwatch
하고
League.
있는 것 같고요. 칼리오스 선수가 나노 받은 타이밍에 확실하게 밀어주면서 결국 첫 번째 거점을 가져갔죠. 네, 주도권을 확실히.
Another one he finds very memorable was his match in Stage 4 of the 2022 Overwatch League season against the San Francisco Shock. This was the first time Kalios was named player of the match after 7 years of professional play, and the match where the Washington Justice beat the San Francisco Shock for the very first time, changing the record between the two teams from 8-0 to 8-1.
망가진 것 중에 대표적인 이유를 꼽으라 그러면 칼리오스 선수가 한 60% 정도는 차지하지 않았나.
이렇게 파고드는 플레이가 오늘 칼리오스한테 너무 많이 나왔어요.
블랙킹볼은 계속 해킹하거나 CC기를 넣어놓고 무시하고 그 다음에 칼리오스 선수가 어쌔신 선수나 DK 선수가 밀고 들어가는.
Personally, when I think of Kalios, I tend to remember this specific moment on Sigma, where he shows off his game sense by eating Rascal's Snowball. In reverse for his worst play, Kalios told us that a mistake from his recent match is still very fresh in his memory. While counting enemy ults, he failed to eat a pulse bomb that he normally would have reacted to. Kalios is one of the few players in the world that hit the maximum SR of 5,000 in Overwatch 1. In the past 6 years, there were only 2 players who achieved the SR cap in a completely legitimate way, and one of them is Kalios. He achieved this SR while he was still a member of WNB in the Chinese servers. But Kalios had a surprisingly rough journey during his professional career. In 2016, when he first appeared into the scene and had a lot to prove, he ran into contract issues which prevented him from being able to play frequently. In 2017, during the prime of Overwatch Apex, there was a heavy favoritism for Diva and Winston, which made it difficult to show off his strengths on Zarya. Furthermore, during the 2018 Boston Uprising years, the meta once again revolved around Diva and Winston, which also limited his playtime. And after many years, in 2019 with the GOATS meta, Zarya finally became a meta pick, but unfortunately, DPS players ended up picking up the role for strategic regions, which put Kalios frequently on the bench once again. Due to all of these external factors, it was very difficult for Kalios to receive a significant amount of spotlight, but thanks to his phenomenal skill and game sense, he was able to continue his professional career all the way up to the current season. In the past, Kalio had some controversy around the support of modern feminism. Long story short, he made a post on Facebook in hopes of reducing hate against female players, but partially due to how the message was worded, as well as the perception of extreme feminism around the community, the message was very poorly received. This was also around the time that Giguri had gone through many negative experiences related to feminism, being the only female Overwatch League player at the time. And before you jump to any conclusion, it's important to note that in Korea, public figures making any kind of political statement is considered highly controversial. Moving on, Kalios often plays other games besides Overwatch. He was Diamond 1 in League of Legends, Diamond 2 in TFT if you consider that a different game, and even hit Masters in Apex Legends. The name Kalios originates from a character in the webtoon God of High School. For his setup, he stated that ultimately, finding the gear that suits himself is the most important, and from his experience, his aim was at his peak while using the Logitech G402 with the SteelSeries Quick Heavy mousepad. But currently, he uses the Logitech G Pro Wireless with an artisan mousepad. Kalios doesn't have any particular or special in-game settings, but he does use a super tiny size 3 dot as his crosshair, which to be honest I can barely see on the screen. And finally, a message from Kalios to the devs and the fans. Blizzard devs, go fuck. Just kidding. He actually said the game would seriously prosper even if you would only listen to half of the feedback from the Overwatch League players. And to the fans, he says, they call the greatest and most popular players that shine a star player, but stars don't shine alone. To us, the viewers and fans that love and care about Overwatch are like the sun. Thank you always. This was KROW, thank you for watching as well, and I'll be back again next time.